Come to think of it, it is crazy that a plugin like this is completely for free. Plugins, the heart of every digitally created song. And a topic that I think every dedicated music producer can absolutely geek out on. There are so many amazing plugins out there. And let's face the truth, many of them are very expensive. Worth it, but not easy to afford for many people, me included. Especially when you're making music just for a hobby or don't have a significant return on your investment. I think many of you can relate to that, and I certainly can. But here's the good side, there are so many amazing free plugins out there. You just need to know where to look. So if you're in the same shoes as me and don't have a lot of money to spend on plugins, this video is for you. Because today I will show you my top 3 plugins that you don't have to spend any money on at all. So let's get started. I guess this is the most obvious pick. Since Vital gives an insane amount of value for free, it is a spectral wavetable synthesizer with 3 oscillators, and we all know more is always better. Anyway, let's be honest, in my personal opinion, it has one of the best user interfaces that you can ask for. It looks much more modern and up to date than many other synths. And yes, I'm talking about you. And you. And you. LFO, envelope settings, a ton of effects, you have everything you need in this plugin. What I really like about Vital is the fact that you can get lost easier in the sound design process than in other synths. But I guess that's kind of subjective. I'm not primarily a sound designer, but I often end up tweaking a lot of settings and coming up with beautiful sounds way more often than I do in Serum, for example. Vital also has a pro version, but you don't need it to use it to the fullest. This synth is a clear 10 out of 10. As a music producer, you probably know of the powerful Valhalla plugins like Vintage Verb or Valhalla Room. They are definitely some kind of industry standard when it comes to delay and reverb. Valhalla Supermassive in turn is a free plugin from the landscape of these plugins that you can use for some insane delay and reverb and really massive soundscapes. Dry wet stereo with delay time, Supermassive has everything the paid versions of Valhalla's plugins have. And yet again, the UI is also very simple and beautiful. Come to think of it, it is crazy that a plugin like this is completely for free. Well deserved, 10 out of 10 again. And thank you for giving us broke-ass bedroom producers so much value for free. Much appreciated. Hands down, Camel Crusher is old but gold. And I mentioned this one in my song breakdowns a lot. Camel Crusher is the best free distortion plugin out there. It is so easy to use, even if you don't have a deeper understanding of saturation and distortion, you can easily get the best possible results. Make lead sounds shine through, distort vocals for that extra crunchy tech house effect, and so much more scenarios. Here's an example from one of my last song breakdowns. And now let's activate Camel Crusher so the distortion I mean, isn't that crazy? Of course, Camel Crusher can't do everything. The easy to use approach also makes that you're limited to specific audio processing modules. So you can't do any extremely fine-tuned in-depth distortion like it is possible in a high-budget alternative like Thermal, for example. But still, let's remember that Camel Crusher is completely for free. So you can't do anything wrong. Solid 8 out of 10 for me. Let's also do some honorable mentions. Bittersweet, for example, a free and easy to use transient shaper that I like to use to tighten the sound of my kicks, for example. Then Keyzone Classic. It is a sample-based piano with classic pianos like the Yamaha and Steinway grand piano. Basically, it is the most beautiful piano sound that you can get in a free plugin. And then there's also UVR, the ultimate vocal remover, a tool for stem separation. Technically this isn't a plugin, but I still want to recommend it to you so that you don't have to pay any weird AI applications for some mediocre quality stem separation anymore. Because with UVR you can separate the stems of every song or sound with a bunch of powerful separation models. The results are crazy good, and UVR is completely free and open source. So here they are, my personal free plugin favorites. There are still so many more, so if you want a part 2 on this topic, let me know in the comments, and also give thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Every bit of support helps so much and is much appreciated. Until then, have an amazing day or night, and see you soon.